Hey, my name's Endav, and today I'm going to share with you some Ableton workflow tips. So before I went out and bought a bunch of hardware, like a bunch of synths and drum machines and all this sort of thing, the first bit of kit that I bought was a MIDI controller, a keyboard controller. This was like the first thing I got, and I was using software synths. But today I'm going to show you how you can use a MIDI controller like this and basically get some hands-on synth action out of it. So I'll show you how it works. And VSTs, so I've got Native Instruments Contact, got a couple of them here, I've got a Silent one, and also I've got an external instrument which is the Behringer Model D here. And usually if you were recording, you just kind of arm whichever one you want to play, go off it, arm the next one. But there is a better way to do it if you want to have a bit of a jam and get more creative with it. So what I do is, where it says all ins here, you want to choose the MIDI controller, which in this case is the Axiom 49, and because it's going in through the USB, I'm going to click the USB in there. And where it says all channels, I'm going to click 1. Now I'm going to repeat the same with all these, but I'm going to go up, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just do this quickly. So now what I like to do is I like to keep everything open when I'm having a jam. And now, even though they're all armed, it's only going to play what I assign it to. So now if I want to choose between the instruments, all I've got to do on the keyboard, I mean it'll be different on each MIDI keyboard, but you've got to find global channel, which on this keyboard it's under here where it says chan, and then you just change it up and down. So if I go to 1, my first VST is playing. If I go to 2, second one's playing. 3, 4. So you get the drift. So another good thing about this is every time you change the global channel, it also changes all the knobs and all the parameters as well. So you can actually map out different functions for each global channel. So I'm going to do just like a quick one now. So let's go to channel 1, which is this sound, and I'm going to map out a filter, a reverb and a delay to it. So I've set up a filter on each channel here now, and I've also set up the send, so I've got reverb on send A and I've got delay on send B. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm on global channel 1, which means we're playing the first instrument I've got. I'm going to go to MIDI in the top right here. Click the filter frequency and just move one of these faders here like this, and do the same with send A and send B. So send A, send B. So now we should have control over some different things. So I'm going to repeat these steps with all the different instruments, but be sure before you do it on Ableton, make sure you change the global channel. So again, I'm going to go to the global channel, change it to 2. Now we're controlling this DX7 type sound. So let's repeat this again. And you'll notice where I'm doing this now, in this MIDI section in the left, you'll see all the way on the left it says channels. So the first batch I did, it's all got channel 1. Now this has got channel 2 on the side. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the global channel, so we can assign different knobs and faders to all of them across the keyboard. So I'll just do this again. So now I've got it working on the DX7 sound. And I'll just do the same. So I've assigned all those now to the different global channels, so they're all working. And it's not really a big deal because all you got to do to bypass this is just arm the different tracks. But when it does come in handy, if you want to just jam, so instead of just clicking away at the computer while you're making music, you can just kind of jam out on the keyboard and kind of get away from that mouse and computer keyboard, which I feel helps you be creative. And one step to take this further is if you've got a sustain pedal or a pedal like this, any sort of pedal, you can get them dirt cheap online. You can plug it into the back of your controller, into the sustain port. Now usually you'd use it as a sustain pedal to hold the notes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to program it to be like a little loop controller. So what I'll do now is click MIDI, and you see this little circle here, and click that and push my foot down. Cool. So now I've got that foot switch set up with MIDI. I'll show you what that is going to enable us to do, and it's really cool. So I'm going to, basically when I put my foot down on the pedal, it's going to start recording the loop. And when I take my foot off, it's going to stop recording, but it's going to keep on playing. So you don't have to like start and stop, and it helps you to get really creative. So I'll show you how it works now. So let's push play. So I'm going to record a little bass line. There we go, that's recording. Didn't need to use my hands or my foot. So now I'm going to change to a different sound by changing the global channel. So we'll record some keys over it. Okay, we'll record something else, maybe a cheeky little lead. And now we can even play around with the reverbs and stuff, so let's do that. So there we go, we've kind of started to make the bones of a track there just by jamming around, and we didn't have to click the mouse or the keyboard once, so you kind of just feel like you're making music with instruments more than just a computer. And you can map all these faders out to all the parameters on the synth as well, so you can get proper control over it. But this is just like a little simple video I thought I'd share with you. This is the basis of my live set really, and you can do it with just a MIDI keyboard and a foot controller and some virtual synths. So go and have a spin for yourself. Nice one, I'll see you in the next video.